Alright guys, so I'm back working on the coupe today. It's a nice blistery 15 degrees out, so the shop is a nice 50 degrees. And I'm going to start working on this, putting together. So the parcel shelf itself, you know, is basically kind of like a pressed plyboard. It's got some speaker holes in it, cutouts for the third brake light, and the seat belts. Mine, unfortunately, is pretty kind of dirty. I've already cleaned it with an upholstery cleaner. And looking at these holes here, they actually have a couple burn holes. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to cover this in a dark gray felt. Very easily, I'm going to start with, I'm going to cut all these holes out of the speaker so I don't have two layers of cloth to try and put sound through. I'm going to trim that out, and then once this is already dry, so I'm going to spray it with the 3M trim adhesive that I put in for the headliner, and then I'm going to lay on some dark gray cloth here, which will kind of clash with the seat belts because they're the titanium gray. But I think where the parcel shelf is, it's really not going to matter. You won't notice. It'll kind of look factory because everything else is going to be a dark gray, light gray, and a black. So let's get started. Let's clean these holes out, and then we'll get going from there. Alright, you can kind of see I've got half of it about done. You can see I've got the material folded back a little bit. So you can see kind of the outline of the parcel shelf itself. And this again is just using the trim spray, spraying it on. Now it's kind of cold in here. I'm giving it about 45 seconds to a minute to tack up, and then it's just a matter of laying the cloth over and getting all the wrinkles out. So you just take your time, the wrinkles will come out, you'll get your shape, and then once it's done there, it'll be just a matter of wrapping the edges around and then cutting out your seat belt mounts, your third brake light, and then cutting where it's going to, actually I'm not going to cut where it folds down here because of the material. This will stretch enough that when they bend it over from the parcel shelf down to the receipt area, it'll just bend over and it won't have any problem stretching. So 3 main cuts other than the exterior, and then that'll be it. So finish it up, and then I'll get the material off, wrap it, and that'll be it. Alright, so you can see now I've got the parcel shelf completely done. I did use some scissors, and I cut about roughly 1 inch around the edge here. This will give me some extra that I can spray the back and wrap it all the way around so it has a nice appearance on the edge. And then I just need to cut the seatbelt pieces out, the third brake light out, and then I'm just going to let the glue finish curing, which will take, I'm going to say 24 hours, something like that. It doesn't really say on the can. It says 12, 14 hours, whatever, and since it's kind of cool in here, I'm going to give it 24 hours. So let's get this edge completely wrapped around, and we'll cut these holes out. And I'm just going to use basically a razor blade, and I'm going to trim again from the back side so I can see exactly where the holes are, and then it's going to be done. Alright, so that's basically it. Pretty simple process, very similar to the headliner. Just spray it on, let the glue tack up, and then just put the material on it. Very simple. Now this material was, it's kind of like a dark gray. I bought it at Joann's again. It was $5 a yard, so I got 1 yard. It was the correct width. And then I had some extra material, so it actually came out to about here. Now I have some extra material if I want to do anything with it. It's a thin felt, basically. You cut it out, wrap the edges, and make a couple holes for your third brake light. Very simple. It cost me, say you have to buy a new can of glue, it's 10 bucks. Material was $5, so you have $15 and a little over 30 minutes of work. And you have a new parcel shelf. So if you guys need to do this for yours like I did mine, good luck. Results will vary, all the disclaimers. And that's it for this time. We'll see you next time.